This one is for you customers out there who's sneaking onto these driver threads right now. I know that some driver pages on the Facebook app do allow customers to participate, and so this is for you guys. But what if I told you that all of your complaining and whining about getting your order slow, there are remedies for this. And I'm going to give you a little bit of a cheat code here, you geniuses. And here it is. The easiest way to avoid this, whenever you place your order on DoorDash in particular, there's an option where it'll allow you to have a directly delivered order from the restaurant to you. It usually costs like $1.09, at least in my market it costs $1.99 typically. I haven't ordered in months, so I don't know if that's changed, but $1.99 seems to be the going rate for that. You pay up $1.99 to DoorDash and they will ensure that your delivery comes direct from your ordered restaurant to you, and that your dasher will not have to stop at any other places along the way or make any other drop-offs. So for the lower price of $1.99, Tony Jew will allow the dasher to skip any other stops and go straight to you. The other cheat code here for you cheapos is leave a bigger tip. Leaving a bigger tip will make it a lot more likely that a customer will get the order direct. You'll get the order direct from the dasher. Because what typically happens is that if you're a no tip order, you will get stacked onto somebody else's order, and then you will become somebody else's pit stop along the way. Particularly if the other order is a decent tipper but not a great tipper. They will stack your orders together. Say they have to make 2 pickups and 2 drop-offs. And sometimes they'll wedge the other. If you are a cheap customer, they will wedge the higher paying one to drop off before you. And the only reason why I can even tell this, and most of us can tell this, is if a no-tip order gets rejected by us and then it comes back to us as part of a stacked order. This is the only way that we particularly know. But we know it happens because we've seen it happen. A $2 delivery, which is no tip by the way, is rejected by us and it comes back as part of a stacked order with a better tipped, better paying offer. DoorDash will do this as a means to get the no-tip order delivered to begin with, but they're not going to do it on your terms. They're going to do it on theirs. Which means that a better tipping person may get their food before you on that stacked run. I personally decline all stacked orders, period, because I don't like it when no-tip customers get rewarded for their cheapness. So there it is, guys. Also, I operate in Forest Lake, Minnesota. We have the longest customer wait time in the nation, period. Sometimes there's nothing that anybody can do to control this. So you may just be stuck, Buttercup. Average wait time on a DoorDash delivery in Forest Lake is 46 minutes. I was able to look this up and I've been able to basically, I confirm this because of the restaurant wait times are also some of the longest in the country, although I don't know where exactly we rank nationally on that respect. But I know that we lead the nation, or trail the nation, however you want to put it, in customer wait times for deliveries. Even if you're a high-level tipper, you may be waiting 46 minutes to get your DoorDash delivery in Forest Lake in this market. I will explain why here real quickly for you customers who may not understand. Most of the restaurants here struggle with labor. We are legally part of the Twin Cities metropolitan area, but we're very far removed from the suburban ring. 35 miles from downtown Minneapolis and 30 miles from downtown St. Paul. We are far out of the suburban fringe, if you will. Therefore, restaurant labor is very hard to come by. This is a middle to upper class suburb. or exurb. So a lot of this is on the restaurants. And as I've mentioned in previous films on this channel, restaurants don't necessarily prioritize delivery orders anymore. Since the pandemic, they are back to prioritizing their in-restaurant orders or dining room or bar orders. So there's nothing any of us can control about this, about that particular reasoning for a long delivery wait time. It's just the market. The driver can't control it, DoorDash can't control it, and despite the tips I just dropped, you can't control it either. Unfortunately, in Forest Lake, it just is what it is. We're all stuck with it. That is the conditions that we have. Labor or workers who may come from Minneapolis or St. Paul to work up here don't have that choice because we don't have any public transit up here. Despite being taxed as part of the Metro Transit taxing district, we have no service. So those people who might be inclined to come up here for the higher paying work, which it is, by the way, they can't do it, even if they wanted to. So we have numerous factors that equate in us having the longest delivery wait times in the nation. Restaurants that don't prioritize delivery, restaurants that can't access sufficient labor. This has happened very much recently. Labor struggles tend to come into play and they become in much more notice when the dining room is closed. Chipotle's dining room was just closed yesterday. So that is where we're at. So that explains your long wait times, Mr. Customer. Don't come out to a driver forum and complain about it because we can't do anything about it. Chances are nobody else can either. So anyhow, that's it. We'll see you on the next round. Peace out, homies.